Welcome to the Color Harmony Workshop. In this 30-minute workshop for home textile designers, you get easy practical steps on how to create a trendy, well-balanced color palette with the power of color harmony. And I will show you how to process colors on Photoshop. If you have other software, you can use that too, of course. What can you get out of this workshop? If you follow my steps, you can create your own trend color palette for a collection that lets you color designs easily and beautifully. You can generate countless color combinations from just that one color palette. Play with different moods with design colorations from just one color palette again. Target different audiences and customers with just that one color palette. And add supplementary colors to your palette that make beautiful and harmonious colorations. Recolor an index design in Pantone colors, all to make it easier for you to work with colors. Designer, you probably have your own color palettes. For this workshop, I will use one of our color stories from our color concept for summer 24. All designers that work with us use these color concepts for their service designs. This way we can fill our service design collection with coordinated prints. As you can see, we have distilled 8 harmonious Pantone colors for each color story. That matches the vibe and mood of the inspiration photos in this booklet, and that complements each other at the same time. We took these photos during our inspirational travels. This is what we call a color harmony. But what is a color harmony? For me, it is a group of colors that strengthen and support each other. It can consist of 2 tonal sequences of one color, or a darker and a lighter color. Or, for example, a row of 4 tonal colors with 4 contrast colors. Everything is possible as long as it expresses the mood you want to convey. You can use our color concept as a guideline. Try to subgroup your color palette to see if the colors of your color palette work together nicely. Once you have a good complementing color palette, it is much easier to color designs beautifully. Remember, there is no such thing as a wrong color. It depends on what color or colors you put next to it. At Walking on Sunshine, the greens are set up as the foundation along with the pinks as a contrasting effect. The sage green is a very trendy but modest hue that supports the other colors. You could see it as a gray, a long-term base color. The sage green also prevents the pink from becoming too romantic. That's not what we are aiming for. In each color story, we show which colors combine well. But look, whatever 4 colors you pick from this palette, they always work well together. That's the power of a color harmony. Of course, you can go even further with combining more than 4 colors. This time, I start with the basic greens and pinks again and complement them with the dark brown. It adds a bit of spice to the combination in a gentle way. If I add the yellow, aqua, or orange, you get more of a cheerful, young and retro feel. Next question is, how do you make your choice of colors for the collection? First of all, you have to consider, who is my customer? Then, which market do I work for? Low, middle, or high-end? This is very important to know. You have to implement the DNA of your collection or customer, and color is ideal to make that difference. Okay, let's have a look how this translates into the coloring of a design. Of course, certain designs are exclusively suitable for specific markets. However, in this example, the design proves versatile across multiple markets. And how do you accomplish that? Through the strategic use of different colors. Have a look at this daisy design. When I use a pastel for the font and a contrast color in the same color family, you get a romantic and soft feeling. If I choose the sage green for the background and the soft pink as a contrast, it gets more body, but still can be used for a big audience. And that's what we want, because we want to sell big. The aqua ground color will appeal more to a younger customer. With the orange contrast, it gets a nice funky feeling, which is good for back to school, teens or outdoor collections. I really want to show you that with one design, one color palette of 8 colors, you can serve multiple customers, simply by choosing different combinations from the same color palette, because that's what you see here. What else can be a good tool to use for the best color combination? In between color shades. Depending on the kind of design, we might need to add extra in-between colors to our palette to make the design work. The extra in-between colors create a smooth transition from one color to the next, while at the same time fitting in the color story. This stripe design, for example, is built of a structure of irregular lines. It makes the colors look softer. Therefore, you will need 2 tones of one color for each stripe. Some are already in the palette, but some aren't. That is why we love to add tonal colors in a color harmony, because they are very helpful in a coloration. It can make it even richer. Adding extra in-between colors from your color palette in Photoshop is very easy. Once you have them, they will help you all the way through the coloring process. We have free how-to videos for you online that show you step by step how to do this. Check them out later below this video workshop. We work a lot with index colors. So easy to color and recolor again. In Photoshop's color table, it's very easy to create a gradient from one color to another. Here you can choose the most beautiful intermediate colors. We have free how-to videos for you online that show you step by step how to do this. Check them out later below this video workshop. In this example, I show you how you turn an index 4 color design into a 2 color design. The easiest way to get there is to duplicate your design document. Go to Image, Duplicate. You can change the name to 2 colors instead of 4 colors. Move the 2 document windows next to another so you can compare them. Then we go to the color table. You can find it at Image, Mode, Color Table. This is only possible if you have an index design file like our color concept designs. Each color is separated in this kind of file. Let's start with the background color and make it lighter. That looks nicer for a 2 color design, I think. The next color I want to make green as well is the pink in the heart of the flowers. This way we keep the shape of the flowers. The seeds we will give the same color as the flower leaves. Both designs look nice. The 2 color design is very easy to combine in a collection with coordinated designs, or to be used as a reverse embedding or a pillow, for instance. The other design is nice as well, and you could use both designs in one collection. We will do the same bicoloration for this paisley design that we have available in the color concept. And that's Simona. Open the design and duplicate it again. Name it 2 color design. Then drag the document windows next to another. For this intricate design, it's best to zoom in so you can see what is happening with the colors. I'll do the same for the other document window. Maybe zoom in a little bit more in this one. You see that we have a texture in here which asks for 2 tonal colors per line or per shape. That's what makes it a little bit more difficult to make a 2 color design out of it. And then it is actually a 4 color design and not a 2 color design because we keep the texture. We go again to the color table. You see that the colors are arranged in sets of 2 per line or shape because of the texture in the design. First, we decide what colors we want to keep in the design. I think that this light green line we will color the same way as the pink background color. That will be this swatch. In the design, just click on the color that you want to use. Then click on this one and select the other color that you want to use. You can see why it's easier to be zoomed in on the design. Now we go to the lines. We only need to change the blue. We click on the darker blue swatch and select the darker green in the design. And then we change the lighter blue swatch to the lighter green. Oops, I made a mistake with the second pink color. It should be white. Let's have a look and zoom out for an overview. I would like to change the colors for this design. Let's make the background into a light green. Select this swatch and go to this green color here. And change this swatch here as well. For me, the background color is not light enough. So let's pick this swatch again and go to color libraries and look for a lighter color. This one here I like better. We do the same for the other background swatch. And here we are, a nice two-color design next to the multicolored design. They now look totally different and can also be used together, in one collection or as a reverse on a product. Two-color designs are very mainstream and much cheaper in production because you only need 2 screens. In addition, they are also easy designs to fit in a collection. The next coloration will be a tonal one. This means using one main color in different shades, from dark to light or vice versa. For the daisy, this is easy because the design has only 4 colors and no textures. To give this daisy design a tonal look, you first have to choose the color. I would suggest a pink for this one. Let's start with the background color and replace the dark green with dark pink. Then we change the light color of the petals and make it even lighter, so it looks more like white. Next we will change the hearts. Let's see if it looks better with a lighter color. No, I would keep the dark color. Finally, we change the seeds from orange to a nice pink color. Let's pick this one. And this is our pink color combination. But maybe you prefer a light background with dark daisies. So let's go back to the color palette and choose light pink for the background. Change the petals to this medium pink. We will color the hearts in this darker pink. Finally, we are going to find the right pink for the seed. This one looks the best. And here we have another tonal color variation of this design. To create a tonal design, you can use all kinds of patterns. The cashmere design is a little different because it has a vintage texture, which requires 2 colors per color area. For this one, we want to have a green feel, so use only shades of green. Start with the background color. Let's choose a very soft light green. And for the background texture, choose an even lighter color. Then change the green lines to a darker green. For the texture, let's choose a slightly lighter neighboring color. For the aqua lines, we'll take this green here. And for the texture, we'll take a lighter one. Maybe this one. And this is the result. See how calm the design looks now? Tonal designs are calm and elegant, perfect for people who like peaceful interiors, with subtle patterns rather than bold prints. The opposite of a tonal design is a high contrast design. For that, we can use complementary colors from the color circle that are facing each other. In this image, you see the color circle. Red and green are complementary colors. Also blue and orange. You can see all the possibilities for the other hues. After so many years, we do this on intuition, but using the color circle can help you to find the right color to combine. Another way to make a high contrast color combination is by using light and dark colors together, where you would normally choose your colors much more harmoniously. Open your design file. Also open the color sheet that you made. Select the left design file and open the color table. Let's change the background color into a dark brown. This creates a nice high contrast with the soft pink petals. Then let's change the seeds into an aqua color. And finally, for the hearts, let's choose a yellow. You see, the design has become really poppy with this color combination. If you like a bit less of a contrast, you can change the seeds into an orange color. I like a bit more contrast, so I will change the seats back into the aqua again. And you see the change in contrast between left and right. When I use white as a background color, I will create another kind of contrast. Don't forget to pick a Pantone number here for any new color. Let's make the petals orange and keep the hearts yellow. For the seeds, let's pick the dark brown. Another lovely colorway, which is more youthful than the right one. Now you can compare both results next to each other. Both are high contrast color combinations by using a dark or light background color. Let's do the same for the paisley design and make the background dark brown. Start with the first background color. And now you see that it is very helpful to have different color shades here available on the color sheet. We can pick a lighter brown very easy for the second background texture here. The dark green lines I want to make very bright, so I choose the light pink. And for the texture I will choose white. Again, pick a Pantone number for this white color. The other colors we will keep as it is. A nice, well-defined paisley design on a dark background. Now let's create a light background for the paisley design, just like we did with the flower design before. Change the brown background color into light pink and the background texture into white. Don't forget the Pantone number here. Then change the first pink line color into dark brown and the second texture color into the lighter brown. To create a more harmonious color combination and to make it more different from the original design, let's change the aqua lines into orange. For the darker aqua color, I will pick a darker orange down here. And for the texture color, I will pick the orange from the color palette. For the light green filling, I will choose pink. For the texture, I will choose a slightly darker pink than the one from our palette, because we used that one already in the background. A warm, high contrast paisley design, different than the original one. This combination appeals to a completely different customer than the previous one. Let's put all the color combinations side by side. Then we can see if we can make more variations. Feel free to use other color stories to see that these principles work for different color stories too. All the examples I made were all created with one color story because I wanted to show you how much you can do with only 8 colors. I will now show how distinctive a design can become if we use 3 different color harmonies for the same design. To do this, I'm taking 3 designs from the Spring-Summer 2024 color chart. Presenting the designs side by side enhances the look. Ivory pearls, the soft pearl and powdery hues, give this a somewhat dreamy atmosphere. A lighter color group that makes you imagine yourself in the clouds. In terms of color intensity, these colors are closer together, ideal for products done in single colors, but you can also create very ambient combinations. Poppy fields. You know that feeling, one of those already surprisingly warm spring days after a chilly night. A versatile palette, cheerful and warm and very suitable for botanical design. I was reminded of the famous poppy fields in the Provence region of southern France. These bloom beautifully in late spring in shades of red, pink and green, and sometimes a soft blue haze. Monet and Van Gogh created beautiful paintings there, so you are in good inspirational company. Royal Flush, royal beauty with modern color contrast. Royal blue, violet and a classic, beautiful burgundy red. This solid cocktail is softened with gray and made summery by the soft pastel shades. Seems a bit bold at first, but look at the examples. Aren't these beautiful combinations? In the including designs, you will find even more inspiration for very different but always attractive color groups. This is what's making changing design so much fun. Sometimes customers request additional color combinations when buying designs. For that, we need some information from the customer. Where is it sold? In which country? Is it in the supermarket or high-end department store? What is the average age of the consumer? Is it for a trendy collection, or does it need to last longer? Once you know all this, you can start with a color palette that matches the requirements. A design can be completely reinvented again by us. Sometimes we were already a little bored with the design as it was, but new colors make it more interesting again and more fun to work with. So, get started with the color harmonies, experiment with your own color groups or with the free included color concept fruit store. If you have any remarks or questions, please let us know. Have a colorful day.